I'm sorry, your profile. Open your camera. Okay. Kazi Weather Muhammad Ahmed. So this is your second lecture. Yesterday we have seen only the syllabus part, reference books, and introduction to fluid mechanics. My voice is clear, I think so. A very good morning, myself Professor Lohit Akhtar Mirza from Maulana Mukhtar University Technical Campus. So yesterday we have seen what is mechanics and mechanics of rigid body already we have studied, and statics mechanics we have studied in previous class, some part of dynamic also, and mechanics of deformator body and the mechanics of fluid or fluid mechanic you can say. So fluid mechanics generally deals with the behavior of fluid at the rest, in motion or in motion, and the interaction of fluid with solids or other fluids at the boundaries. Okay, and we have seen the steam, of course, 3 hours per week, in same mass 30, in same mass 70, total 100 mass, and 3 credits at the end. And also we have seen the course prerequisite for this subject, this course objective, course outcome. We discuss about the program civil engineering. Also we have discussed some of the reference book uh, for the FM 20101003. So Dr. P.L. Modi and S.M. Sheth book, hydraulics and fluid mechanics, including hydraulic machines, Stanley Book House, Delhi, and K. Subramanian, Flow Open Channel, Tata Microhill. So, as per the different chapters in your syllabus, you can use the different reference book or textbooks as per the requirement. And also some of the international author books we have also seen is you can also uh, check in library if available, if not available, check soft copy. Also, I have told you to join a FM course in NPTEL course. In that you can learn the basics as well as advanced fluid mechanics and the applications of fluid mechanics are on various. Who is this? Sorry. Any person, please join on time. So all students they should sit with the pen and paper and write down the important notes. So this one we are discussing about. So weather forecasting also is the part of fluid mechanics, and one more important concept is explained by the one of the faculty in the IIT Guwahati, uh, Dr. Sylvester Roy, and he introduced the concept of virtual fluid walls. So as the movement of fluid, to understand the movement of fluid, he introduced the virtual ball concept. If you go to the NPTEL website, you will get this concept explained by him very well. And the behavior of fluid as per the different condition, if you introduce with the solid, what happened here, you can see. the eddies are formed and the walls are disturbed. That's why you can see, and another the flow is virtual fluid ball. There will the path too. It is somewhat diverted, but it's continuous. Here also at this, you can say the right side. So this virtual fluid ball concept, you can easily understand uh, how the fluid flow that is introduced by the. Also, we have seen this. This is the your unit one. Unit one generally deals with the properties of fluid, and second part it deals with the fluid static. In the era of we are in the era of AD, and BC means the before Christ, so it is going reverse. Okay, and what is the fluid? Now we will start our unit. In physics, a fluid is a liquid, gas, or other material that continually deforms, flows under an applied shear stress or external force. If you apply the external force on the fluid, it continuously deforms. है ना? So generally, you can see in solid body, what happens if the body is elastic? I will just draw. This is our lecture number 2, FM, fluid mechanics, 201003, and today is 25th of August, 21. Okay, so if solid body is there, if we apply the force, what happens? If you apply the force, what happens? It will go under the deformation. So is this Nadeem Sayyed? So you can see here. If you apply a force, what happens? The body will deform. Body will deform like this. And when we remove the force, if the body is elastic within the elastic limit, it will regain again its position. But in case of liquid, it will not happen. Okay. In case of liquid, what it will be? There is continuous deformation as the shear flows. So it is the very fluid where there is, if you apply the external force, or if there is if the liquid is moving, or then there is continuous deformation. So they have zero shear modulus. The fluid is having a zero shear modulus, or a simpler term, you can say a substance which cannot resist any shear force applied to it. So what you can say, the fluid is a substance which cannot resist any shear force, which cannot resist any shear force. Cannot resist any shear force. So generally it is in continuous deformation. A fluid deforms continuously under the influence of shear stress, no matter how small is the shear stress. In solid, stress is proportional to the strain. In solid, your stress is proportional to the strain, eh? But in fluid, stress is proportional to strain rate. So it is very important. The fluid is deformed continuously under the influence of shear stress, You apply the force or external force, no matter how small is the force or shear stress, but in case of solid, the stress is proportional to strain, but in case of fluid, the stress is proportional to strain rate because there is continuous deformation. Because there is continuous deformation. So there is three states of you can say the fluid. It may be the water liquid state molecules are in large. If it is solid in the form of ice, molecules are closely spaced, close, and if it is gas, water in the gas form, that is H2O. In the vapor form, molecules are very large. Okay, so it is just one example of the water because it is in different state in liquid, in solid and vapor state. You can see, and practically you can see that. So in that case, the molecules are very large in gas and liquid state, and in solid state, molecules are very close. So that is the difference in the solid and the liquid. Because molecules are very large, that's why they are not closely spaced. That's why the continuous deformation is done. यानी कंटिन्यूअस जो है उसका जो पोजीशन है वो चेंज होता है लिक्विड को अगर हम एक्सटर्नल फोर्स या सीरीज स्ट्रेस अप्लाई करते हैं. सॉलिड में होता है क्या नहीं, हमको फोर्स लगता है, हमको ताकत लगती है और डिफॉर्म होने के बाद भी अगर इलास्टिक लिमिट में हम रिमूव करते हैं एक्सटर्नल फोर्स तो बॉडी अपनी पोजीशन में आ जाती है, कंटिन्यूस डिफॉर्मेशन नहीं होता है. लेकिन लिक्विड और गैसेस इसमें आप देखेंगे कि अगर हम कोई जार में आप लिक्विड भरते हैं और उसको टिल्ट करते हैं तो फौरन तो पोजीशन लिक्विड अपना लेवल मेंटेन करता है और लेकिन जार में उसका पोजीशन जो है वो चेंज हो जाता है. इसी तरह अगर हम एक सिलेंडर के अंदर गैस भरते हैं तो गैस हम थोड़ी भरेंगे तो भी वो पूरी वॉल्यूम ऑक्यूपाई कर देगा, और ज्यादा भरेंगे तो थोड़ा कॉम्पैक्ट कॉम्प्रेस्ड हो जाएगा, और ज्यादा भरेंगे और कॉम्प्रेस हो जाएगा. उसी जार के अंदर हम बहुत ज्यादा गैसेस भर सकते हैं एक ही सिलेंडर के अंदर, वो कॉम्प्रेस होगा, है ना. तो गैस में और लिक्विड में द मॉलिक्यूल्स आर वेरी लार्ज एंड इन सॉलिड इट इज वेरी क्लोजली स्पेस्ड. Okay, that's why there is continuous shear deformation in the fluid. And already we have seen the fluid mechanics definition. It is the science that deals with the behavior of fluid at rest or in motion and the interaction of fluid with solid or other fluid at the boundaries. There are some applications of fluid mechanics we are seeing day-to-day life in a water supply engineering. We are supplying the water through irrigation canals, or through the pipelines to the house regularly. Also for irrigation purposes, for navigation purposes, also we are using the water for navigations of ship, and to generation of hydroelectricity, we are using the water power. Okay, so there's natural flows and vapors condition is also the study of nothing but the fluid mechanics. The form of water is from liquid to gas condensed in the form of clouds, and then rain appears. Again, it is converted into the liquid form. These are the natural flows and weather conditions. That is also is coming into the hydrology, and that is nothing but the fluid. Then pipe system, different types of fluids we are transferring from one place to another to the pipe system. Okay, into the pumping. We are getting in our house also the water from the pumping station to the elevated storage reservoir, that is storage created water tank, and from that to the gravity from the pipeline we are getting the water from in our tank. That is nothing but also the pipe system, and it is also a study of the fluid mechanics. In human body also the blood circulate among nerves, and arteries to supply the blood each part. Okay. Also, we are inhaling the air and dealing the air in our body, the fluid flow. This is also in power plant generation of electricity, uh, and here also you can say the cars uh, running through uh, the air medium, aircraft and spacecraft, also the boat and ship moving on the liquid or the water, and wind turbine running with the air. All these the applications or examples of pure fluid mechanics. Okay, so air is also in the gas form or gases are fluids, and it is the running air. These winds turbines are running. Okay, so these are the applications of your fluid mechanics. So once we will understand the background of our study, why what we are uh, going to study, there are three states of matter. तो जैसे कि मैंने अभी बताया वाटर के तीन स्टेट बताया, लिक्विड सॉलिड और गैसेस. Solid, liquid and gases. Both liquid and gases are classified as a fluid. Both liquid and gases, they are classified as a fluid, uh, but this solid, they are not coming under the fluids. Okay, fluids do not resist change in shape. Fluids do not resist change in shape. जबकि सॉलिड हमारा रेजिस्ट करता है. फ्लूइड्स की प्रॉपर्टी क्या है कि वो चेंज इन शेप में रेजिस्ट नहीं करता है. जो भी शेप के आपके जार के अंदर या सिलेंडर के अंदर आप वाटर डालेंगे या गैस डालेंगे, वो अपनी जगह खुद ऑक्यूपाई कर लेगा और वो शेप के हिसाब से वो अपने आप को होल्ड कर लेगा. Therefore, fluids assume the shape of the container they occupy. तो यहाँ पर देखिए इरेगुलर कंटेनर है, इसमें पानी है ना, इसमें पानी है और इसके अंदर आप देखिए कि पानी अपनी जगह पोजीशन में जैसा शेप आपका कंटेनर का है वो शेप में ऑक्यूपाई करना है. लेकिन अगर गैस आप थोड़ी भी डालेंगे तो क्या करेगा, पूरे कंटेनर को ऑक्यूपाई कर लेगा. लेकिन लिक्विड क्या है, वो जितना लिक्विड आप डालेंगे उतना ही ऑक्यूपाई करेगा. तो लिक्विड में भी कंसिडर्ड टू अ फिक्स्ड वॉल्यूम, जैसे कि वाटर का हम यहाँ लिक्विड का, एंड देयरफॉर कैन हैव फ्री सरफेस. लिक्विड्स आर ऑलमोस्ट इनकम्प्रेसिबल. लिक्विड्स आर ऑलवेज और ऑलमोस्ट इट इज इनकम्प्रेसिबल. इनकम्प्रेसिबल यानी उसको कंप्रेस नहीं कर सकते. वेयरएज अगर हम गैसेस को देखें, गैसेस आर इजीली कंप्रेस्ड एंड इट एक्सपांड टू फिल द कंटेनर दे ऑक्यूपाई. तो आप गैस कम रखें या ज्यादा रखें, वो क्या है, गैस फैलती है. हम बोलते हैं गैस क्या होती है, फैलती है ना. आप देखते हैं कि टैंकर जो ब्लास्ट हो जाते हैं तो उसकी गैसेस दूर तक फैल जाती है, उसको पूरा ओपन स्पेस मिल जाता है, जबकि वो इतने छोटे से कंटेनर में होती है ना. तो उसमें कंप्रेस्ड की हुई होती है और जैसे ही उसको जगह मिलती है वो अपने आप को फैलाना शुरू करता है ना, यानी उसका वॉल्यूम इंक्रीज होता है. And that is called as compressed fluid. और इनकम्प्रेसिबल यानी लिक्विड का वॉल्यूम आपका जितना है उतना ही रहेगा, लेकिन वो शेप चेंज नहीं करेगा. वो अपने आप को जो शेप के कंटेनर में आप डालेंगे वो शेप में अपने आप को ऑक्यूपाई कर लेगा. तो ये हमारा बैकग्राउंड है. तो वी विल यूजुअली बी इंटरेस्टेड इन लिक्विड्स. हम लोग ज्यादातर इंटरेस्टेड किसमें, लिक्विड, आइदर एट रेस्ट और इन मोशन, है ना. चाहे वाटर सप्लाई का हो या ड्रेनेज सिस्टम हो, ये सब क्या है, लिक्विड फॉर्म में. मशीन हो, हाइड्रोलिक मशीन हो या इंजन हो, उसमें भी लिक्विड के बगैर हमारा काम चलता है या नहीं चलता. ओके, तो जनरली यूजुअली वी इंटरेस्टेड इन लिक्विड, बट वी आर आल्सो यूजिंग द केसेस different our daily life. So this study is related with the fluid mechanics, and that is the background. And many architects, they have invented some about the fluid, design a first cambered canal lock by the Leonardo da Vinci. When you search on the internet, many such authors, many such scientists name, you will discover and their discoveries we can learn uh, from the uh, uh, from from the their study. Okay, so now we come to the हम लोग ने बेसिक प्रॉपर्टीज अभी तक देखे फ्लूइड का कि फ्लूइड में अगर लिक्विड है तो वो इनकॉम्प्रेसिबल है और जो भी शेप में आप डालेंगे वो शेप में अपने आप को एडजस्ट कर देता है। और गैस जो है कॉम्प्रेसिबल है, उसको छोटे सिलेंडर में भी आप रख सकते हैं, बड़े सिलेंडर में भी रखेंगे तो पूरा जगह ऑक्यूपाई कर लेगा, जितनी जगह उसको मिलेगी गैसेस फैलती है। अब हम इसमें आएंगे एक क्लासिफिकेशन में। एक क्लासिफिकेशन अगर हम आते हैं आइडियल फ्लूइड, एन आइडियल फ्लूइड डज नॉट हैव सरफेस टेंशन, विस्कोसिटी एंड आर इनकॉम्प्रेसिबल। इनकॉम्प्रेसिबल मीनिंग दे आर नॉट कॉम्प्रेसिबल। आइडियल फ्लूइड क्या है? आइडियल फ्लूइड डज नॉट हैव सरफेस टेंशन, यानी इनके बीच में कोई अट्रैक्शन नहीं होता है, रिपल्शन नहीं होता है, सरफेस टेंशन नहीं होता है, आइडियल फ्लूइड की कोई विस्कोसिटी नहीं होती है और वो इनकॉम्प्रेसिबल होता है, यानी उसको कॉम्प्रेस नहीं कर सकते। इसका मतलब ये है इनकॉम्प्रेसिबल मीन्स द बल्क मॉडुलस इज इंफिनिटी। बल्क मॉडुलस ऑफ योर आइडियल फ्लूइड इज इंफिनिटी। ऐसा कोई भी फ्लूइड प्रैक्टिकल में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता है। आइडियल फ्लूइड जिसको हम बोलते हैं, जिसके अंदर ना तो सरफेस टेंशन होता है, ना तो विस्कोसिटी होती है और ना ही इनकॉम्प्रेसिबल। ओके, तो ऐसा कोई भी फ्लूइड एग्जिस्ट नहीं है प्रैक्टिकल सिचुएशन। Okay, however, fluids like air and water have very low value of viscosity and can be treated as ideal fluid for practical purpose. ऐसा कोई भी फ्लूइड नहीं है। फिर यहाँ पर क्या बोल रहे हैं कि एयर और वाटर को हम आइडियल समझ सकते हैं तो प्रैक्टिकल पर्पस के लिए। क्यों? क्योंकि दोनों को वेरी लो विस्कोसिटी है and they can be treated as ideal fluid for all practical purposes only, है ना? As such, the ideal fluid does not exist, है ना? So air में भी some viscosity is there, it may be compressible, it have surface tension. Water have very low viscosity, okay, but they can be considered or treated as ideal fluid for all practical purposes only. Okay, so as such, no ideal fluid. And what are the real fluids? Fluids which are not ideal are called as real fluid. तो फ्लूइड जो कि आइडियल नहीं है, उसको वो सबको हम क्या बोलेंगे? उन सबको हम बोलेंगे, क्या बोलेंगे? रियल फ्लूइड बोलेंगे। क्या बोलेंगे? रियल फ्लूइड्स बोलेंगे। तो क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ फ्लूइड फ्लो अगर हम देखेंगे तो दे आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन, है ना? मेजर क्लासिफिकेशन इज आइडियल फ्लूइड एंड रियल फ्लूइड। अगर मेजर मैं फ्लूइड को क्लासिफाई करूं, आई विल राइट हियर, आई विल क्लासिफाई द फ्लूइड इनटू पार्ट। तो वन इज द रियल फ्लूइड और बाकी सब रियल फ्लूइड में आते हैं। एंड आइडियल फ्लूइड only we are considering air and water for practical purpose. So air and water are considered only for practical purpose, only for practical purpose. Okay, otherwise as such no ideal fluid are there. Now one by one we will learn the different other classification related to the viscous flow, fluid flow. Classification of fluid flow, not fluid. Classification of fluid is real and ideal only. The classification of fluid flows are there. The flow in which viscous force are significant. When there is viscosity, viscous force are there, it is significant. So that is called as viscous flow. Okay. But if there is no viscous flow or the region where viscous forces are negligible, जैसे कि आप यहाँ देख रहे हैं कि एक चैनल है, चैनल सडन यहाँ पर रिड्यूस हो जा रहा है और फ्लूइड आपका फ्लो हो रहा है इस डायरेक्शन से हो जा रहा है. ठीक है. अब यहाँ पर आपका लार्ज एरिया है आप बोलेंगे, लेकिन यहाँ पर आपका जो ओपनिंग है वो रिड्यूस हो गया. So regions where viscous forces are negligible, where the viscous forces are negligible and fluids are flowing, and there is negligible small compared to the inertial or pressure force. So there is no pressure force; it is continuously and calmly it is flowing. So this fluid flow is called as inviscid flow. और इसी तरह अगर force flow है तो that is called as viscous flow. Okay? तो ये एक क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ फ्लूइड फ्लो में पहला टाइप हम लोग ने देखा, दैट इज विस्कस फ्लो एंड इनविसिड फ्लो. तो इनविसिड फ्लो किसको बोलेंगे? जो कामली फ्लो हो रहा है, देयर इज नो फोर्सेस सिग्निफिकेंट. बट viscous flow means the viscous forces are significant and they are disturbed by the means, and the flow is with the force, you can say. Okay. Similarly, another type is the external flow or internal flow. So what is external flow? Flow of an unbounded flow over a surface. अनबाउंडेड फ्लो, अभी जैसे कि यहाँ पर आप देखिए ये एग्जांपल में इट इज कॉल्ड एज एक्सटर्नल फ्लो. व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज एक्सटर्नल फ्लो? कि यहाँ पर कोई बाउंड्री नहीं है, दोनों तरफ यहाँ कोई बाउंड्री है क्या? देयर इज नो बाउंड्री, देयर इज नो बाउंड्री, हियर आल्सो नॉट बाउंड्री, इट इज फ्लोइंग, हियर इज ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन. लेकिन ये ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन को डाइवर्ट करके हमारा फ्लूइड फ्लो हो रहा है. तो देयर इज नो बाउंड्री एंड दैट फ्लो इज कॉल्ड एज flow of unbounded force fluid over a surface. It is called as external flow. It is called as external flow. और अगर बाउंड्री है, हाँ यहाँ पर आप देखिए कि इंटरनल फ्लो, why it is called as internal flow? The fluid is flowing from here. And why it is called as internal flow? Because the fluid is confined in between the two layers or flow in the pipe. This is confined. So that this flow is called as internal flow. This is the type of flow. Okay? तो मेरे ख्याल से आपको समझ में आ रहा होगा कि मैं आपको क्या बताना चाहता हूँ, और that is nothing but our fluid mechanics. This all you will learn as you move on. All this you will learn. Okay, you have to also take the books and read it carefully and make the notes. Similarly, there are another types of flow based on with respect to the time. It is steady flow, unsteady flow, or periodic flow. Steady flow means no change at point with time. Steady flow, no change with the time. The flow is a straight line, you can see. The flow is, in the steady flow, it is a straight line, you can see the graph. Okay? There is no obstruction, it is flowing calmly. There is no disturbance. Okay? In straight line. So this type of flow is called as steady flow. Then you can see the wind flow or the ring. Then this wind at the point 2, what happened? We has to divert the flow. This obstruction will divert the wind flow. So what is the periodic flow? Periodic flow means there is change, but change is periodic. Yani at continuous time interval, the fluid will come at the same position. यहाँ पर जो पोजीशन है कुछ टाइम के बाद वापस से ये अपनी पोजीशन पे आएगा. So this will changes with time, but periodically they are coming at their own position. So this type of flow it is called as periodic flow. समझ में आया? अब यहाँ पे जो फ्लूइड का कंडीशन है ना, कुछ देर के बाद वो अपनी कंडीशन में वापस आएगा. तो इसको हमको कौन सा फ्लो बोलते हैं? दैट इज पीरियोडिक. And the last one, the abrupt and continuous changes of the fluid flow, and that flow is called as unsteady flow. So this can say there is no such path. यहाँ पर fluid है तो वापस से डिस्टेंस के बाद अपने पोजीशन पे. No, it is continuously changing. So this type of flow is called as unsteady flow. Okay, so the flow can also be classified uh, with different conditions. अगर आप यहाँ देखेंगे तो as per the viscosity, the viscous flow, illicit flow, as per the internal or external flow, as per the boundary condition. If it is confined between the layer, then there is internal flow. If it is fluid, there is no boundaries, unbounded flow, fluid flow, over the surface. This is called as external. Fairly steady, periodic, and unsteady flow based on the fluid flow with respect to the time and their position. Okay. So if it is a straight line and there is no disturbance, then that flow is steady. Then there are another type is the force flow. If the fluid is forced to flow on a surface or in a pipe, the external means such as pumping, then that is called as force flow. Natural flow, the fluid motion is due to natural means such as a buoyancy effect or gravitational effect. The flow is without any force, then that is called as the natural. Example is rise of warmer fluid and fall of cooler fluid. Similar example you can see if there is force, a vortex is there in the container, then this fluid flow is confined, and if there is opening and then fluid is there is also the free vortex force was there. So that is also you can compare with the natural and the force flow. Similarly, laminar flow, turbulent flow, and transitional flow. This is another type. So we will see the laminar flow means the ordered fluid motion characterized by smooth layer of fluid. So there is no change of layer. The layer of fluid they are moving continuously smoothly. So this type of flow is called as laminar flow. Okay, and if the transition flow, if the fluid is flowing and then it come to our position, then flow, then come to position change, and then this is nothing but transitional fluid. But if the fluid is continuous changing its position also and flowing with disturbance, that is called as turbulent flow. So based on different categories, you can divide this or classify the fluid flow, so laminar flow, transition flow, and turbulence flow. Similarly, there is compressible flow. The compressible flow means density of fluid changes during the flow. Incompressible flow, density of fluid does not change, it is remain constant. Does not change, it is remain constant. So these are different fluid flows. Okay, and then you can run the Mach number. If the incompressible flow when the Mach number is less than 0.3, it is a part of mechanical engineering, but you can also learn it. And what is the Mach number? Mach number is nothing but speed of flow to the speed of sound. So it is the ratio of Mach number is a ratio of speed of flow to the speed of sound. So this part is your can say your beyond the curriculum part. but it is useful. That's why it is introduced here. Okay. If if Mach number is equal to 1, then that flow is the sonic flow. है ना, एयर क्राफ्ट में हम लोग सुनते हैं, if Mach number is greater than, then that flow is supersonic flow, है ना, रॉकेट वगैरह जो हम लोग छोड़ते हैं. And if Mach number is less than 1, then that is subsonic flow. And if Mach number is very very greater than 1, then that is called as hypersonic flow. So this example, and Mach number is nothing but the ratio of speed of the flow to the speed of sound. If Mach number is 0.3, it means that the fluid is incompressible fluid. Okay, that we that you can remember. And then on the basis of flow dimension, if the fluid is flowing in three dimensions, then that is called as three-dimensional flow. If the fluid flow is flowing in two dimensions, then we can term as two-dimensional flow. If flow is uniform, that is in one dimension, then that fluid is called as flowing in only one direction, then that is called the 1D flow or one dimension flow. So these are different classification based on different criteria, based on dimension, based on Mach number, compressible and compression, based on uh, laminar flow, turbulent flow, based on the vortex, the forced or natural flow. Similarly, steady, unsteady, and periodic flow. Also, the internal, external, as per the boundary, and the viscous flow or inviscid flow. That is, viscous flows are significant in viscous flow, and if viscous flows are negligible, then there is inviscid flow. So, and also the basic two types of fluid is there. One is the real, another is the ideal. Real flow fluid, other than ideal fluid, all fluids are called as ideal, real fluids. Okay, and also we have seen the background of our study and some applications of fluid mechanics. We have seen, and we have seen the content of fluid number one, and already this two classification, this part we have completed today, and then we will see the another form in next lecture. Okay, so this is what about today's lecture. If you have any doubt, you can uh, ask me question, or otherwise we will uh, stop here. Some of your
हेलो
friends, बोलिए मैडम.
सर, आप क्लासरूम पे डाल देना इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग.
Google Classroom, I will make the Google Classroom, and you will get the recording. Okay, on Google Classroom.
ओके सर, ओके, थैंक यू.
Anything more? Rather, I will also share with you some notes, different notes of gate is available with me. So these notes, and uh, I will share with you. So these learning materials, notes in form of books are there, and handwritten notes are also there. So you can see these handwritten notes that also I will share with you. Or you can make your own notes by reading this. It's useful for you, but all these things are already given in books, textbooks and reference books also. So you can refer the reference book or textbooks also. So these notes are available in the book form also. I have some notes. This fluid mechanic notes. This the different notes are book form also. I will share to you, provided that you will study ओके, मेरा प्रोवाइड करना ये मानी नहीं रखता है। मानी क्या रखता है कि आप कितना स्टडी कर रहे हैं। अब मैं आपको शेयर कर दूँ लेकिन आप स्टडी ही नहीं कर रहे हैं तो कोई मतलब नहीं। ओके, so I expect you all that this is IES, uh, Indian Engineering Services, और गेट्स और PSUs, अदर PSUs के एग्जाम के लिए ये नोट्स है। So many things are there which you can take from it and study them. Okay, so all these notes I will share to you. Some of the notes which are seems to be good, I will share to you, and you can learn from. Uh, so today we have studied fluid mechanics about the fluid types of fluids. Also, we have said types of fluid flow. Types of fluid flow. Also, we studied about the example, real life applications, your fluid mechanics, and real life examples. Fluid mechanics. Okay? आप पढ़ते रहिए और कैन लर्न। So we will stop here. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Start reading from